Close your eyes, breathe deeply, let your mind settle and allow your heart to become still. In this quiet moment, imagine yourself stepping away from the rush and worries of daily life. Let the noise of the world fade away. Come with me, friend, to an upper room, dimly lit and filled with the gentle glow of candlelight. The air is hushed, and every shadow seems to hold a story. It is the night Jesus shares his final meal with his disciples. This is Holy Thursday, a sacred evening that marks the beginning of the most profound story ever told. The table is set, and hearts are heavy with anticipation, a night of remembrance, a night where love is etched upon our hearts, forever. Here in the soft glow, we remember the gift of selfless love, the bonds of friendship, and the promise of hope. This night invites us to pause, to remember, to reflect on the meaning of sacrifice and the depth of compassion shown to us. We are called to enter into this story to let it shape our hearts, to give thanks for the sacrifice made on our behalf. Jesus, knowing what was to come, chose to spend these precious hours with those he loved. He broke bread, shared wine, and offered words of comfort and truth. He knew the cross awaited. Yet, he offered himself freely, a living sacrifice for you and for me. Tonight, let us remember his courage, his love, and the hope that shines through the darkness. They gathered around a simple table, familiar faces, hearts full of love and a hint of sorrow. They had shared meals like this before, laughter, stories, and the warmth of fellowship. Yet this night was different. A sense of solemnity filled the air, a holy hush. Jesus took bread in his hands, blessed it, and broke it. He offered it to his disciples, saying, "Take, eat. This is my body which is given for you." The bread, a staple of life, became a symbol of something far greater. It represented his very essence, given freely. Imagine the disciples, their eyes fixed upon Jesus. Can you feel the weight of his words? This bread, broken, mirrored his body, soon to be broken for them, each piece a testament to his immeasurable love. In this simple act, Jesus redefined sacrifice. His love wasn't a fleeting emotion, it was a deliberate choice. A choice to lay down his life for his friends, for his betrayer, for all humanity. His body, broken for us, so that our brokenness might be healed. The meal draws to a close. The disciples, perhaps weary from the day, settle into their familiar places around the table. They might expect Jesus, their revered teacher, to recline and share words of wisdom, as he often did after a meal. The room is filled with the soft glow of candlelight, the air heavy with anticipation and unspoken questions. But then, something unexpected happens. Instead of assuming the place of honor, Jesus quietly rises and reaches for a basin and a towel. The disciples exchange puzzled glances, their eyes wide with surprise and confusion. Can you imagine the shock and uncertainty that must have rippled through the room at that moment? Their rabbi, their Lord, kneeling before them. With gentle, deliberate hands, Jesus begins to wash their feet, one by one. The water splashes softly, echoing in the silence as he moves from disciple to disciple, his actions speaking louder than any words could. This was a servant's task reserved for the lowest in the household, yet here is Jesus, the one they call Master, performing this humble act. It is a moment of profound humility, a living symbol of service and love. He who deserved all glory chose to serve. He who held the power of the universe in his hands chose to stoop low, to meet his friends at their most vulnerable. In this simple yet extraordinary gesture, he redefines greatness, not as being served, but as serving others. In that quiet upper room, Jesus taught them and us the true meaning of love. A love that is willing to humble itself, to put others first, and to act with compassion even when no one is watching. To serve without seeking recognition, to give without expecting anything in return. This is the lesson he left for his disciples, and for all who would follow in his footsteps. He finishes washing their feet, drying them gently with the towel. The room is quiet, the disciples stunned by this act of humility. In that moment, Jesus shows them that true greatness is found in serving others, not in being served. He looks at them, his eyes filled with love and compassion, and gives them a new commandment: love one another. This is not just a suggestion, but a calling that would define their lives and the lives of all who follow him. As I have loved you, so you must love one another. His love is not passive or distant, but active, reaching out to the lonely, the hurting, and the lost. It is a love that breaks down barriers and builds up community. These words echo through the ages, a timeless call to action that challenges us even today. They remind us that love is not just a feeling but a choice we make every day. The table, the towel, and the testimony. Three powerful images woven together in this sacred story. Each one speaks of sacrifice, service, and the deep bonds that unite us as followers of Christ. They paint a portrait of love in its purest form, a love that sacrifices, that gives without expecting anything in return, a love that serves quietly, lifting up those in need and offering hope to the weary, a love that empowers us to do the same, inspiring us to reach out beyond ourselves and care for others, no matter the cost. Let us remember his sacrifice, not just in words, but in the way we live and love each day. Let his example guide our hearts and actions. Let us serve one another with humility, putting others before ourselves, just as he did on that sacred night. Let us love as he loved, without reservation, without condition, letting our actions speak louder than our words. Dear Jesus, thank you for your boundless love, your selfless service, your shining example that lights our path and gives us hope. Help us to love as you loved, to give as you gave, to live a life worthy of the sacrifice you made. May our hearts be open, our hands ready to serve, and our lives reflect your love in all we do. Amen.